The first and foremost thing is economic growth is necessary for everyone. For all of us, irrespective of which part of the world that we come from, economic growth is necessary. But it should not be the one and only goal. And so you forget everything else, you compromise with all aspects to achieve that final target of GDP growth. What we are saying is GDP growth is important, but that growth must be achieved through a manner which is sustainable, which will continue for long times to come, which will remain forever. And that is why, if that is possible, we believe that it will bring happiness to people. If our ultimate aim is only growth, it could be achieved at a level where you may land up compromising with all sorts of things. You will probably achieve growth, but that type of growth may not be sustainable in the long run. Over a period of time, we will pay. And this is what exactly the world is going through right now. I mean, the climate change issues have become a serious concern. For a landlocked country like Bhutan, where in terms of trying to be competitive, it's very challenging. If we went into manufacturing, we have to compete with big countries like India, China, maybe even in our neighborhood, Bangladesh and so on. Because of labor cost, because we do not have most of the resources in the country for manufacturing, what we will land up doing is basically value addition. So we have now decided that we should focus more and more in the service sector. Okay, what do you know about Bhutan? You might say, oh, it's a GNH country, It's a country where Buddhist, philosophy becomes way of their life, or forest is preserved. And so this is the type of a brand that we have outside. So what we've decided is that using this as our unique selling proposition, we must then try to see how we can develop our economy. Say the tourism industry, for instance. It is a very important service sector. We believe that if we open up tourism, we could bring in more and more revenue for the country. But we had a lot of debates on this in the last few months. And we have concluded that Bhutan is not a destination for mass tourism. We should not encourage mass tourism at all. Our tourism philosophy is going to be governed by what we call high value, low impact. Today we have about a little less than 30,000 tourists coming in a year. We can easily increase to 100,000, 200,000, by improving the infrastructure. But we felt that is really not the right way for us. We will continue with improving tourism. We must improve the hotels, we must improve the services, the food and all that we need to improve the service, the quality of the guides, but we should not increase the numbers. We can increase the price if you want. Maybe people are willing to pay more, for what we have. Once it becomes mass tourism, then we become like any other destination, Developed countries have reached a level of development in their thing where most of your basic needs are already met. So when you compare yourselves with our countries here, what you consider basic in your part of the world, in our part of the world, you may even consider that luxury. So in my opinion, for developed countries to be able to adjust to a new development paradigm should not be a major challenge. On the other hand, the challenge is more for us. We are not in a happy situation to achieve happiness, But definitely, since we are starting, we have not reached an industrialized stage, we do not need to shut down factories, But on the other hand, we need to grow, and so to have growth taking place in a responsible manner, our main challenge is where is it going to come from? Now, which are the resources that we could look at? And as I mentioned today, if we allowed large-scale timber, extraction, maybe we could uplift poverty. If we allow large-scale mining, our poverty elevation could be possible. But that may only be short-term,